Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, I'm just going to go over a very simple tip to distinguish between the GD perm and then the GB perm. So honestly, whenever I have headlights at the back or at the front here, I always kind of mess up because it's hard for me to distinguish between the GB and GD perm. So sometimes I'll say, oh yeah, I obviously have a GB perm, but which one? So I'll do a U2 and then I'll realize, oh, it's a GD perm, even though I really wish it was a GB perm so I could just go right into the alg. But then I have to do, a U prime and then go into the alg. So that takes a lot of time. Or sometimes what I'll do is I notice that I have a G perm and I'll do a U to see which one I have. So I'll look over to the right and then I realize, oh, it's a GB perm. Then I'll have to do another U and then regrip to do the alg, which just costs a lot of time. And from this angle right here, there's actually a pretty simple trick to understand whether you have the GB perm or the GD perm. So starting off with the GD perm, you can either look at the edges. I'm looking at the right side right now, but I'll also show the left side, how to recognize from the left side. So you can either look at the edges or the farmost bar over here. So the edges for the GD perm and the farmost bar are always going to be opposite. So these two are opposite, green and blue, and same thing with this bar over here. In contrast, the GB perm, the edges are going to be adjacent. So actually, you see how they're lined up. It goes across with a color scheme, but the point is that they're not opposite, and same thing with this bar over here. So just to reiterate, on the right hand side for, let's say, the GD perm, the edges are going to be opposite, and same thing with the foremost bar. So right, opposite, and then this is the GD perm. And if you wanted to look at it from, let's say, the other way, so the left side, what you'll notice is actually the complete opposite. So instead of these being opposite, they're actually going to be adjacent here. So it's like the other way around, where the relationships between these two cases are switched. So these two edges are going to be adjacent, same thing with this bar. And now these two edges are going to be opposite, as well as this bar, instead of where it was on the right hand side where these were adjacent and these were adjacent. So for the GD perm, you can think of it as, for the left, it's adjacent and it's the GD perm. So you can use a mnemonic LAD if that helps. And that's overall pretty much more helpful if you're like doing an alg and you recognize it's a GD perm, or it's a G perm on these headlights here and there's something else here. You don't have to do U2 and be like, oh, I have this case, and then go into it. You can save a lot more time just by quickly looking at either the edges or the farmost bar on either side and quickly determining, oh yeah, I have the GD perm. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. See you guys next time.